So Haley Welsh, also known as the Hawk Tuah girl, got pressed by Coffeezilla on Twitter, and it's blowing up in her face spectacularly.
Hey,
David.
this is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
I've been tracing it on chain for a while. You guys generated over $1 million in fees while y'all's fans got rug pulled. There was snipers, but there was also insider trading directly linked to y'all's creator account. What are you guys doing?
No, that's not true.
That is true. That's a fact.
No, it's not.
Well, it's a fact, and you can see it on chain.
Now what it is they released their coin called Hawk, and the price nosedived, I guess, on opening day, like day one. So Coffeezilla was following the blockchain, and I guess he wanted to know who was profiting from this rug pull when everybody else was losing money. And in a 6.5 minute clip, nobody was able to answer his question. Now I'm going to put the video in here, again, 6.5 minutes, so I guess you guys can skip ahead if you don't want to listen to the whole thing, but I encourage you to.
This is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
I've been tracing it on chain for a while. You guys generated over $1 million in fees while y'all's fans got rug pulled. There was snipers, but there was also insider trading directly linked to y'all's creator account. What are you guys doing?
No, that's not true.
That is true. That's a fact.
No, it's not.
Well, it's a fact, and you can see it on chain. So
yeah, we know. We trust me. We were there. We could answer that.
You know about the insider trading?
No, there's no insider trading. That's why we can answer it.
Okay, so there's tokens going directly from the main account.
Coffeezilla, just chill for a second.
And then it's getting sold for $50K. Who is that?
Definitely not us. You think we're doing this for $50K? Yeah, fucking right. Talking to the wrong guy. You're used to these bullshit scammers out here. Not us. Now, we had...
That's what everyone says, by the way.
Listen, doesn't matter. No, I'm not everyone. There was a strategic allocation, right, through a foundation. Every single one of those was signed through a SAFT. The deployer wallet... You've heard of a strategic allocation or a private
How much
sale?
did y'all get doing a pre-sale? How much did y'all make?
It's not that
selling
we
out
made.
Your fans. So
over here, can you give
exact?
Hold on, Coffeezilla, take a chill pill, brother.
So
y'all just rug pulled a bunch of people.
No, there's no rug. We're here every single day. There's no rug pulled, and it's not done by us. Yes, snipers sniped it up to an insane market cap.
No, it's not just snipers.
That was not us.
That was listen. You know that.
Listen, no. I'm telling you the truth.
And y'all made millions on fees from this little scheme.
There's not a.
I'm sure that's not you getting those fees, right? Who's making the money on the fees? Who's making millions of dollars on fees from this rug pull?
That's not a scheme. That's the project. So we can keep this thing going for years. Okay. That's how do you think? There's so many expenses.
Who makes the money on the fees? Someone just made over $1 million on fees. Who made it?
First of all, the fees were there with Meteora pools, and that goes to the creator, right?
Which is who? Who does that who does that belong to?
That belongs to the project, right?
Who's the project? Who is the project?
Well, the project is over here, Haley Welch, right? And
how much does Haley Welch own?
This is Haley Welch's project.
So she owns all of it.
Coffeezilla.
Did she just make $1 million on fees on a rug?
Do you know how much it costs for lawyer fees to create a foundation in the Cayman Islands, to hire directors? You think this stuff pays for itself, right?
So y'all wanted to make the money on day one? I don't understand. I'm just asking.
We're here every single day.
Millions of dollars in fees from the rug.
Day 2, day 3. This is how you run a project forever. Is you have to fund that. First of all, over here can speak to the extensive amount of work and time and people that are on this project. Over here has around 18 people working on this right now as we speak. This is not a small time type of nothing. We're really trying to do something here and not just do it for one day and do it for 2 days like you're used to.
So who made the money? You haven't answered the question. Who made the money? How much did Haley Welch make of that million, 1.8 million?
It's a foundation that is running this project.
How much does she own of it?
It's a foundation. She owns zero of the foundation.
So
The
y'all made the money?
foundation. No, I don't own the foundation either. A foundation in the Cayman
Brother,
Islands.
who profited? Over $1 million was just
I'm
made.
telling you, a foundation that pays people out. And by the way, hey, Coffeezilla, I'm not asking you, questions that are irrelevant to the most important stuff that you said. Who cares where fees go? It goes to bills. It
Well, when
goes
you're
to
charging
attorneys. It
15%,
goes to accountants. It goes to
if
directors.
you're
It
charging
goes to
15%
staff.
on the rug pull and
Right?
you're profiting from the
There's
rug
no
pull, I
rug
think it's
pull
relevant.
because we didn't pull a rug. I don't know what you're trying to say. It's not true. That's defamation.
Doc,
You're saying
do the math. Do
It's
the math.
defamation. You're saying that we pulled a rug. There was
You
no rug
released
pulled.
3%.
You're defaming our character.
Are you not
It's
going to let me
bullshit.
talk?
It's
You
bullshit.
just talk over me. You talk over me.
I'm hearing bullshit. So why?
No,
why
you're
am I
not. You're
going to take it
talking over
seriously?
me. Let me just lay out your tokenomics. You guys released 3% to the Meteora pool, while you have 17% of the token allocation unlocked day one from your strategic allocation. Are you guys insane? What do you guys think exactly is going to happen when your insiders get sent their tokens? And by the way, who made the money from your 17% pre-sale while you're giving a tiny piece of the pie to the public? Like, what the hell? This is the worst tokenomics I've ever seen, and it is a scam.
It's not a scam.
The tokenomics are a scam. That's my opinion. You can say whatever you want about it. You can cry defamation. That's my opinion. It's a scam.
Well,
and I only do this for a living. I've only seen 1 million of these projects.
So who pays you, Coffeezilla? Let's track your wallet.
Turn it around. Turn it around.
Over here, why don't you tell Coffeezilla what we're doing with this project?
For you. Where did the fees go? Where did the money for the pre-sale tokens go? Why did y'all unlock day one so people could dump on Haley Welsh's fans? And how involved was she really? And how much? I just got muted.
Yeah, so I mean, like we as mentioned, like we raised a 17% strategic allocation that was done at a $16.69 million valuation. We tried to kind of keep that as decentralized as possible. Like we tried to basically, we spent a lot of time going person by person at the start. Trying to raise 5K checks. Obviously the restriction there was, we discussed this extensively with a lot of different people in the space. As mentioned, I've been in the space myself for over 10 years.
So he's asking who's making money. And about, I think like 20 or 30 seconds in, Haley just shuts up, says nothing. And then Coffeezilla ends up going back and forth with, I guess, another person from the team or from the foundation. And he's asking, he's like, hey, why do you guys have 17% available on opening day, but then you only have 3% available for people to buy? And then they do a whole bunch of back and forth. The guy does a whole bunch of deflecting, sidestepping. He even tries to turn it around on Coffeezilla at one point. And I was like, oh, wow. So not only did you guys pull an idiotic crypto scam, you can't even sidestep properly. Like, if somebody's accusing you of something like that, especially some kind of crime that involves millions of dollars, that's anything involving trading or crypto, stocks, or anything, the first thing you should do is get out of that space and go talk to a lawyer. Did they do that? No, they kept the space open and just kept on digging. And I'm not a crypto guy, I'm not a crypto expert, but I went online and I found this article from the Ledger Academy, and it pretty much goes over what a pump and dump scheme is, and it also gives some like red flags on what to watch out for so you don't lose your money on some idiotic crypto coin. And for the sake of time, I'm only going to skim over the little steps. You guys can pause and read over if you want to. But essentially, the first step is the pre-launch phase. You get somebody who's got a big following, who's really popular, and you get them to pump up this worthless coin. They'll give you early access, special privileges, like say there's a Discord server. So I'm assuming that's what happened here. They got people in on the wish list, they got people in on an allow list, whatever they wanted to call it. They gave them a nice little name on the Discord server, and they were like, oh, don't worry, you're gonna this is going to take off. You're going to be fine. So then they went and bought their shares of the coin. Then you have the launch phase, like the day it goes public. Now, the people who didn't get in on the allow list, or, you know, ahead of time on the pre-sale, still get a reasonable price, and they're still, you know, advertised to generate a lot of money if they get in right now, because this is their very last chance to get in on the ground floor. So they rush because of the fear of missing out, which is also called FOMO, and they buy it, and that causes the price to keep going up and up. Now, this is where I guess they make sort of like the most money, which is the pump. Now, the pump is where the price is already sky high because people from the allow list, the pre-sale, and the launch have already bought their shares. So then everybody else who still wants to get a piece of it, they buy it in at the highest price possible. So now you're making buku money. But while everybody thinks they're about to make a nice chunk of change, they're really about to take a giant loss because all the scammers come in for the dump.
What's up, Haley, Hawk Tuah girls? So I just bought your token and I'm down about like $20,000 right now. I'll flip it around real quick. We can take a look at this chart. So as you can see right here, I bought the token here around like $500 million market cap. And right now it's sitting at like 70 mil. And so I was just wondering if I could get like a refund for this, or like what the fuck is going on here, because I don't know, this isn't really looking the best. And I kind of bought because I thought that you were going to provide a lot of utility and stuff. And this bubble maps is the most egregious thing I've ever seen in my life. And so I was just wondering like what we're going to do about this, and if there's like plans or something. So if you could just let me and everybody else know, that would be super chill. Appreciate that. See you later.
Now, the dump is where the scammers, or whales, they collectively take all their shares, they dump them all at the same time to where they make a profit and where you take the loss. Now, where these idiots messed up is they did it on the first day, on day one. I don't know if they talked to Logan Paul. I don't know if they talked to KSI. I don't know what these people were thinking. And I don't know how they didn't think that they were going to get caught. And if you think that, you know, making a foundation, which I don't even know is real at this point, in the Cayman Islands or Switzerland, wherever, is going to help you, it's really not. Because these things aren't as inaccessible as they were before. And I know one thing, when the IRS or whatever organization that goes over stuff like that, when they come to ask you those questions, you better have those documents ready and everything better line up. Otherwise, all of you are going to be a Hawk Tuah a lot in jail. But what itched my brain is that when Coffeezilla kept asking this guy, who's making money? Who's profiting? Who owns the foundation? You know, questions where somebody who's part of the launch of something where millions of dollars are being allocated somewhere, you know, these are questions that these people should be able to answer. Because I know in my mind that if you're part of the creation of the coin, you know the people who are creating or who are working on it currently. You know how many people are working on it currently. You know where the foundation is set up. You know all this information, but you don't know where the money is going. You don't know who's profiting. You don't know who owns or runs the foundation. And meanwhile, the person whose name is literally attached to this is sitting in the Twitter space just over here like, those are some nice clouds. Like, what is happening? The world has seen enough of these scams to know when something is going on. And then you idiots left it right there in black and white, red and green. Obviously, this is a rapidly developing situation. We're going to see where it goes. Once again, random guy on the internet, just giving my thoughts on it. Appreciate all the views. Remember, like and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.